welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. This morning I want to talk to you just for a couple of minutes before I show you a quick recipe. I want to tell you that there's so many good people in this world, and we tend to want to focus on all the bad things happening, but I want to tell you just a little story about what happened this past week. I know all of you are so concerned about Blake and his journey. He's doing well right now, but it's up and down. It's like a roller coaster ride. Well, Blake's dad, my son Chris, has nicknamed him Bdubb, and Bdubb stands for Blake William. That's his name. And Chris teaches high school, and he coaches baseball at Covington High School. Everyone in that town has been so good to my family there in Louisiana, whether they've brought gift cards, brought a meal, or more importantly, prayed for them. But Chris coaches at Covington. And although there are rivals all around, he's friends with the coaches. I mean, when they're on the ball field, yes, they want to win. But there's so many good people that he knows there. And last week, this week, one of their rivals, St. Paul, had a fundraiser for Blake. And St. Paul has a live radio broadcast that they do for their home games. And I've listened to them before because they've played my son's team. And really, they do an awesome job. To me, it's just as good as what I watch on TV when I'm watching a game. But there's three guys, Mike Arnold, Jeff Winchester, and Jeff Russo, that I want to thank especially. I think they got this little fundraiser up for Blake, and I don't know how much money they made. It doesn't matter. Chris and Amy are so appreciative of anything. Blake has been in the hospital more than he's been home, and these people there realize the expense of going back and forth. But during the fundraiser, they sold jambalaya and they sold Bdubb dogs. And as they were talking and I listened to it, they mentioned me, and I thank you for that also. But I thought, I'm going to share today my hot dog sauce recipe that I made for years at the high school where my husband coached. Now, another lady, Mel, started this, and then when she moved away, I took it up. And I mean, this is just going to be a little amount that I make, but we make crock pots full. And I want to tell you the good thing about this is you can put it in a jar and it will keep in your refrigerator, because really there's nothing in it that will spoil right away. But at Denson High School, they called it Sue Baby sauce, but I'm going to call it Mama Sue's sauce. And I'm making a small amount. That's hard for me. But I'm going to start with 1 can of sauerkraut, and I drained mine. Okay, I wasn't sure how much ketchup, but I put 2 cups in here. And what I'm going to do is just add that, and we can always add 2 if we need to. I'm just going to stir that in with the kraut. I'm going to add probably 3 tablespoons of yellow mustard. I'm not going to measure that. I'm just going to eye it, because it's not going to mess up if you put more or less. All right. Minced onion. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons. Y'all, I love these measuring spoons that go in these jars. I love them. If I haven't already put them on my favorite products, I will today because they're great. I told you someone gave them to me, sent them to me, and I use them all the time. Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to put, let's see, 1, 2, 3 tablespoons. Okay, now don't freak out, but the brown sugar is what makes this. I'm gonna put, this is 1/4 of a cup, so I'm gonna put 1, 2, that makes 1/2 cup, but I can tell by looking at it when I get it stirred how much more I need to put. I was thinking it was going to take a cup. I think it may take 3/4 cup. You're saying, how can you tell? I can tell by the color. The darker it gets, I know, I think that's going to be fine right there. So that's 3/4 cup. All right. That's all I put in my Mama Sue's hot dog sauce. Now I'm going to take it to my stove, and I'm going to turn the stove on about medium high to get it started. And when it comes to a little boil, I'm just going to simmer it just a little bit then, not very long. And like I said, you can put this in a canning jar and put it in your refrigerator and keep it. Oh, I've kept mine several months. But if you were going to have a cookout at your house, this is so good. It has the sweet, but the sauerkraut taste makes it a little tart and all. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on to cook, and when it has simmered, I will be back and show you how it looks. Okay, I only cooked that until it came to a boil, and then I turned it down and cooked it maybe 10 minutes. And in the meantime, I just fried a hot dog. I like mine kind of burnt looking. It's really not burnt, but that's what I call it. But I'm going to put this hot dog sauce on it, and it is hot. That's what a good ballgame hot dog looks like here. Didn't take very long, and you've got hot dog sauce made up for quite a while. I'm not gonna eat that right now because it's hot, and I don't want to burn my tongue. But you know, I shared this recipe because I was reminded of it the other night when they were selling these hot dogs for Blake's fundraiser, and I also was reminded how good people are today. Y'all, it doesn't take very much to let others know that you're thinking about them. A smile goes a long way. You know, when I'm at the store and I pass someone and, you know, I don't know them, but I smile, and you can tell if they're smiling back through their mask by their eyes. So I know people can tell I'm smiling. But you know, Jesus tells us that we're the salt. We're the salt of the earth, and we are to show the light of Jesus. And he tells us that if once salt has lost its flavor, it's no good. Y'all, we got to be salt. We got to do good. And we've got to let others see Jesus in us. Thank you so much for watching. I'm wearing my apron again. I love it. I know that many of you have ordered, and I thank you. If you want to order one, you go to my website under the store, and it will show you where you can go. Have a great day, and I'll be back soon.